Little House on the Prairie. 1974 remains one of television's most beloved frontier dramas, capturing the struggle's warmth and enduring spirit of the Ingalls family on the American frontier. In this video, we look back at the remarkable cast who brought these heartfelt stories to life and pay tribute to the actors who have sadly passed away. From their unforgettable performances to the lasting impact they left on generations of viewers, we honor their contributions and celebrate the legacy they helped create in this timeless classic. Join us as we remember the stars who made Little House on the Prairie truly unforgettable. Michael Landon, born on October 31, 1936, portrayed Charles Ingalls and served as the narrator in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1983, starting when he was 38 years old. Charles Ingalls was the loving, hardworking, and deeply moral patriarch of the Ingalls family, embodying the rugged spirit of the American pioneer. Landon's portrayal, which he also directed and produced, defined the character as one of television's most beloved father figures, known for his wisdom, gentle guidance, and unwavering commitment to family values and self-sufficiency. The character never died on screen, remaining the moral compass of the series throughout its long run. In real life, Michael Landon enjoyed an exceptionally successful and influential career spanning from 1956 to 1991, dominating television for over 3 decades as an actor, writer, director, and producer. He first achieved stardom as Little Joe Cartwright in the monumental Western series Bonanza, 1959-1973, and later created and starred in the hit drama Highway to Heaven, 1984-1989. Landon was a television powerhouse whose work consistently focused on themes of family morality and resilience. His life before his death was characterized by his active role both in front of and behind the camera, maintaining his status as one of Hollywood's most powerful and recognizable figures. Michael Landon passed away on July 1, 1991, at the age of 54. The cause of his death was pancreatic cancer. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Hillside Memorial Park Cemetery in Culver City, California, U.S. Catherine McGregor, born on January 12, 1925, played Harriet Olson in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1983, starting when she was 49 years old. Harriet Olson was the wealthy, sharp-tongued, and often comically pretentious antagonist in the town of Walnut Grove. McGregor's nuanced performance made Harriet one of the most memorable and beloved comedic villains in television history, balancing her malicious gossip with an underlying human vulnerability and deep affection for her children, Nellie and Willie. Her character provided essential comic relief and social conflict, serving as a foil to the earnest virtues of the Ingalls family. The character never died on screen, remaining a continuous, if often difficult, presence in the town. In real life, Catherine McGregor enjoyed a career spanning from 1951 to 2014, having extensive experience in stage acting, including off-Broadway and regional theater, before her breakthrough television role. Her long-term commitment to the character of Harriet Olson defined her later career. Although she maintained a private life outside of the media spotlight, often traveling and dedicating herself to spiritual interests after the series concluded. Her life before her death was characterized by her quiet retirement and the enduring fame of her most famous role. Catherine McGregor passed away on November 13, 2018, at the age of 93. The cause of her death was natural causes. Following her death, she was laid to rest at Mount Sinai Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Richard Bull, born on June 26, 1924, portrayed Nels Olson in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1983, starting when he was 50 years old. Nels Olson was the kind-hearted patient and long-suffering proprietor of the general store in Walnut Grove, and the often domineered husband of the demanding Harriet Olson. Bull's gentle and wonderfully understated performance perfectly balanced Harriet's fiery antagonistic personality, quickly establishing Nels as a deeply sympathetic and beloved comic figure who frequently served as the town's quiet voice of common sense and reason. His character provided crucial comic relief and demonstrated quiet resilience in the face of constant marital challenge and daily life in the pioneer settlement. Nels was a constant presence throughout the series, but did not die on screen. In real life, Richard Bull enjoyed a long and steady career spanning from 1953 to 2013, appearing regularly in films and television across several genres. Before his iconic role as Nels Olson Bull was perhaps best known for his recurring role as the neighbor Doc in the popular science fiction series Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, 1964-1968. His work was characterized by his dependability and his ability to inhabit roles of everyday men with quiet dignity and authenticity. His life before his death was marked by his long marriage to actress Barbara Collentine and his continued appreciation for the enduring wholesome success of Little House on the Prairie. Richard Bull passed away on February 3, 2014, at the age of 89. The cause of his death was pneumonia. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Kevin Hagen, born on April 3, 1928, played Dr. Hiram Baker in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1984, starting when he was 48 years old. Dr. Hiram Baker was the compassionate, dedicated, and often overworked town doctor of Walnut Grove. Hagen's versatile acting added essential warmth, genuine humanity, and professional gravitas to the role, making Dr. Baker the most trusted and reliable authority figure in the community after Charles Ingalls. The Doctor was central to many of the series' most emotional, medical, and dramatic storylines, serving as a witness to the profound hardships, medical challenges, and ultimate triumphs of pioneer life. His commitment to the role made the Doctor a beloved fixture for viewers throughout the series' entire run. His character did not die on screen. In real life, Kevin Hagen enjoyed an extensive and highly varied career spanning from 1957 to 2004, establishing himself as a versatile character actor in countless television shows and films. Prior to Little House on the Prairie, he was a familiar face in classic television westerns and dramas, including prominent guest roles on series like The Man from UNCLE Gunsmoke and Perry Mason. His long career included hundreds of credits, and he was highly regarded for his steady professional performances. His life before his death was marked by his continued involvement in acting and teaching drama and history at a university level in his later years. Kevin Hagen passed away on July 9, 2005, at the age of 77. The cause of his death was esophageal cancer. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Riverside National Cemetery in Riverside, California, U.S. Dabbs Greer, born on April 2, 1917, portrayed Reverend Robert Alden in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1983, starting when he was 57 years old. Reverend Alden was the devoted and kindly minister of Walnut Grove, serving as a pillar of the community's moral and spiritual life. Greer brought a distinctive blend of warmth, sincerity, and gentle authority to the role, often presiding over weddings, funerals, and acting as a comforting figure in times of hardship. His character was vital in establishing the religious and social fabric of the pioneer town, and he was a constant stabilizing presence throughout the series' run. Reverend Alden did not die on screen. In real life, Dabbs Greer enjoyed an immense and highly prolific career, spanning from 1938 to 2003, accumulating hundreds of credits across film and television. He was the quintessential journeyman character actor known for his ability to play various roles, including doctors, sheriffs, and ministers, often serving as a reassuring presence. He notably appeared in The Adventures of Superman and famously made a cameo as the elderly man who sees the grown-up Forrest Gump in the film Forrest Gump. His life before his death was characterized by his near 70 years of continuous steady work in Hollywood, making him one of the industry's most recognizable faces. Dabbs Greer passed away on April 28, 2007, at the age of 90. The cause of his death was kidney failure and heart disease. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Peace Valley Cemetery in Anderson, Missouri, U.S. Victor French, born on December 4, 1934, played Isaiah Edwards in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1983, starting when he was 40 years old. Isaiah Edwards, often referred to as Mr. Edwards, was the rugged-bearded and tough but tender frontiersman who served as a surrogate family member and close friend to Charles Ingalls. French's performance gave the character a compelling depth and humanity, balancing his rough exterior and occasional alcoholism with intense loyalty, deep moral conviction, and a genuine love for the Ingalls children. Mr. Edwards was a fan favorite whose dramatic and comedic appearances lent a dynamic edge to the show's emotional landscape. He eventually returned to the series for its final years and did not die on screen. In real life, Victor French enjoyed a highly successful career spanning from 1961 to 1989, known for his powerful character roles and his long professional association with Michael Landon, with whom he also starred in the hit series Highway to Heaven, 1984-1989. Prior to Little House, he was a familiar face in westerns and dramas, including Gunsmoke. French also had a notable career as a television director. His life before his death was characterized by his dedication to acting and directing, and his close friendship with Landon. Victor French passed away on June 15, 1989, at the age of 54. The cause of his death was lung cancer. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Carl Swenson, born on July 23, 1908, portrayed Lars Hansen in Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1978, starting when he was 66 years old. Lars Hansen was the Swedish immigrant who founded the town of Walnut Grove, serving as the respected owner of the local mill, and one of the community's most trusted and influential elders. Swenson brought a distinctive physical presence, dignity, and quiet strength to the role, embodying the stoic spirit of the pioneer generation, whose hard work established the town's initial success. His character was a pillar of the community until his emotional final episode. Lars Hansen died on screen, passing away peacefully in his bed, a significant dramatic moment that symbolized the passing of the town's founding era. In real life, Carl Swenson enjoyed a long and versatile career spanning from 1937 to 1978, working extensively in radio drama, legitimate theater, and screen productions. He was a veteran of Broadway and was widely recognized for his numerous guest roles in television dramas and westerns, including long-running shows like Gunsmoke and Bonanza. He is perhaps most fondly remembered by subsequent generations for his iconic voice work as the eccentric wizard Merlin in the classic Disney animated film The Sword in the Stone. 1963. His life before his death was characterized by his dedication to acting, often playing authoritative and strong-willed characters across all media. Carl Swenson passed away on October 8, 1978, at the age of 70. The cause of his death was a heart attack. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Sam Edwards, born on June 14, 1915, played Mr. Bill Anderson and later the postman in Little House on the Prairie, 1978-1983, starting when he was 63 years old. Edwards took on various minor roles, most notably the recurring and essential role of the postman, serving as the physical link between the isolated community of Walnut Grove and the outside world. As the postman, he was a highly anticipated and familiar figure who brought both joyous news and tragic updates to the townspeople, making him a figure of emotional importance in the pioneer setting. Edwards's professional performance consistently added a necessary sense of familiar humor, dependability, and authenticity to the recurring appearances. His characters were entirely episodic and did not have an on-screen death. In real life, Sam Edwards enjoyed an extremely long and varied career, spanning from 1936 to 2004, beginning his performing career as a child actor in radio during its golden age. He became a veteran radio and television performer, transitioning seamlessly into character acting on the screen. He appeared in countless television shows, though often in minor essential roles, lending his unique voice and unassuming presence to dramas and comedies throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. He specialized in playing average, dependable men, often in service roles. His life before his death was characterized by his nearly 7 decades of steady work as a reliable supporting player in Hollywood, one of the unsung mainstays of the industry. Sam Edwards passed away on July 28, 2004, at the age of 89. The cause of his death was following a long illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Ted Gehring, born on April 6, 1929, played Ebenezer Sprague and Ed Stacy in Little House on the Prairie, 1975 to 1976, starting when he was 49 years old. Ebenezer Sprague was the manager of the Mankato Bank, and Ed Stacy was a minor recurring figure. Roles that showcased Gehring's ability to portray authoritative figures. As Sprague, he was a key figure representing the institutional power outside of Walnut Grove, often lending a blend of bureaucratic humor and measured authority to the show's storylines. Gehring's presence was a familiar addition to 1970s television, bringing professional dependability to his guest roles. His characters were episodic and did not have an on-screen death. In real life, Ted Gehring enjoyed a steady career spanning from 1963 to 1999, becoming a familiar face as a prolific character actor in television. He was recognizable for his work in numerous classic 1970s television series, appearing across genres in dramas and westerns, including frequent guest spots on Gunsmoke and crime dramas like The Rockford Files. Gehring excelled at playing tough cops, judges, and stern officials. His long career included hundreds of credits across various productions. His life before his death was characterized by his nearly 4 decades of consistent work as a reliable supporting player in Hollywood. Ted Gehring passed away on September 28, 2000, at the age of 71. The cause of his death was following a brief illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Moses Gunn, born on October 2, 1929, portrayed Joe Kagan in Little House on the Prairie, 1977-1981, starting when he was 48 years old. Joe Kagan was a sensitive and thoughtful former boxer who settled near Walnut Grove, and Gunn brought immense dignity, emotional depth, and quiet strength to the recurring role. His character was notable for addressing themes of racial prejudice and community acceptance with grace, often serving as a powerful emotional counterpoint to the town's sometimes narrow views. Gunn's performance ensured Joe Kagan was a beloved figure whose story arc provided some of the series' most impactful dramatic moments. His character did not have an on-screen death. In real life, Moses Gunn enjoyed a distinguished and highly respected career, spanning from 1962 to 1993, encompassing both the stage and screen. He was a veteran of the classical theater and a founding member of the Negro Ensemble Company, earning a Tony Award nomination for his stage work. He achieved widespread recognition for his powerful film roles, including his notable performance as Bumpy Jonas in the iconic movie Shaft 1971 and as Booker T. Washington in the film Ragtime. His life before his death was characterized by his dedication to elevating African American roles on stage and screen, leaving behind a profound artistic legacy. Moses Gunn passed away on December 16, 1993, at the age of 64. The cause of his death was an asthma attack. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Ferncliff Cemetery in Hartsdale, New York, U.S. Walker Edmiston, born on February 6, 1926, played Mr. Stoller and Mr. Frederick Dearling in Little House on the Prairie 1977, starting when he was 51 years old. Edmiston took on minor functional roles, appearing as the teacher Mr. Stoller in the episode The Election, and later as another townsman. Though his screen time was limited, Edmiston contributed his professional versatility and dependable presence to the episodic narrative, grounding the community scenes in realism. Like many character actors on the series, his strength lay in efficiently creating a believable secondary figure. His characters were episodic and did not have an on-screen death. In real life, Walker Edmiston enjoyed a long and versatile career spanning from 1951 to 2006, becoming famous primarily as a prolific voice actor and puppeteer. While he appeared occasionally on screen, his voice work defined his career, lending his talents to numerous iconic animated series and productions. He is widely remembered for providing voices for the Smurfs and several characters in the original Transformers series. He also worked extensively as a puppeteer on children's programs. His life before his death was characterized by his steady and creative work in voiceover and puppetry for over 5 decades. Walker Edmiston passed away on February 8, 2007, at the age of 81. The cause of his death was cancer. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Wayne Heffley, born on July 15, 1927, portrayed Mr. Kennedy in Little House on the Prairie, 1974, starting when he was 47 years old. Mr. Kennedy was a minor authority figure whom the Ingalls family or other Walnut Grove residents interacted with, and Heffley brought a sense of realism and quiet dependability to the guest role. His character was typical of the many functional supporting parts Heffley specialized in, lending professional weight to the episodic narratives. He was a familiar face who helped establish the larger world outside the immediate pioneer settlement. His character was entirely episodic and did not have an on-screen death. In real life, Wayne Heffley enjoyed a long and busy career as a veteran character actor spanning from 1953 to 2000. He was a fixture in television for decades, appearing in countless westerns and dramas, including Gunsmoke and The Fugitive. He also had a notable recurring role in the popular daytime soap opera Days of Our Lives. Heffley excelled at playing police officers, officials, and neighbors, known for his ability to convey authority with a natural, understated style. His life before his death was characterized by his nearly 5 decades of steady, reliable work in Hollywood. Wayne Heffley passed away on November 19, 2008, at the age of 81. The cause of his death was following a long illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Riverside National Cemetery in Riverside, California, U.S. Bill Quinn, born on May 6, 1912, played the conductor and Carl Harper in Little House on the Prairie, 1975, starting when he was 62 years old. Quinn took on minor but memorable functional roles, with the conductor being a key figure in an episode involving travel and Carl Harper being a townsman. Quinn, a highly recognizable character actor, brought a gentle warmth and professional comedic timing to these supporting parts. His contribution was to provide authentic, familiar faces for the transactional roles within the series. His characters were episodic and did not have an on-screen death. In real life, Bill Quinn enjoyed an exceptionally long and varied career spanning from 1930 to 1993, working extensively in radio, film, and television. He achieved wider recognition later in his career for his memorable recurring role as Major McHale's father-in-law on the sitcom McHale's Navy, and for his cameo as the blind man in Twilight Zone, the movie. Quinn was a true Hollywood veteran whose career encompassed the transition from radio to screen. His life before his death was defined by his decades of continuous, quiet work across almost every television show of the era. Bill Quinn passed away on April 29, 1994, at the age of 81. The cause of his death was natural causes. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. John McLean, born on January 24, 1918, portrayed Elliott Reed and Harris in Little House on the Prairie, 1977, starting when he was 59 years old. McLean played recurring guest roles, often portraying earnest and slightly rugged figures such as the town businessman or a traveling settler. McLean, a highly versatile dramatic actor, brought a sense of genuine gravitas, depth, and intensity to his guest appearances, elevating the emotional stakes of the episodes he appeared in. His presence helped reinforce the harsh realities and quiet dignity of pioneer life. His characters were entirely episodic and did not have an on-screen death. In real life, John McLean enjoyed a highly respected career, spanning from 1951 to 1993, working extensively on Broadway in film and on television. He was celebrated for his rugged, authentic performances in major films including Cool Hand Luke, 1967, and the iconic action film First Blood, 1982. McLean was known for his commanding presence and his ability to inhabit roles of everyday working men with powerful sincerity. His life before his death was characterized by his dedication to intense quality, dramatic roles across 4 decades. John McLean passed away on April 16, 1994, at the age of 76. The cause of his death was complications from old age. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Who's your favorite character from Little House on the Prairie, 1977? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.